Jesus often taught outside, not in palaces, not behind walls, but in open places where anyone could come near, on hillsides, by the water, on dusty roads where ordinary life passed by. He would sit down and people would gather around him, men and women, young and old, the wealthy and the poor, the confident and the broken. Some came because they were curious. Some came because they were desperate. Some came because they had nowhere else to go. And Jesus welcomed them all. He didn't begin with commands. He didn't demand attention. He spoke gently, as someone who understood the weight people carried. Jesus taught about the heart. He said that anger, left unchecked, can become destruction, that words spoken carelessly can wound deeper than fists. He taught that forgiveness is not weakness, it is freedom, that loving others, even enemies, breaks cycles that violence never can. Jesus spoke about humility. He warned that pride blinds people to truth, that those who chase status often miss what truly matters. He said the greatest among you is the one who serves. To a world obsessed with being first, Jesus pointed to the value of being faithful. He spoke about worry. He reminded people that life is more than food and clothing, that anxiety does not add a single hour to our lives. He told them to look at the birds, how they are cared for without fear, to look at the flowers, how they grow without striving. Jesus wasn't telling people to ignore responsibility. He was teaching them not to let fear rule their hearts. He spoke about faith, not as something loud or performative, but as trust. Faith the size of a mustard seed, he said, can move mountains, not because the seed is powerful, but because God is. Jesus talked about mercy. He welcomed sinners, not to excuse their actions, but to restore them. He defended the outcast. He healed the sick. He listened to those society ignored. When others wanted punishment, Jesus offered redemption. When others turned away, Jesus drew closer. And many in the crowd didn't fully understand him. Some questioned him, some doubted, some walked away. But many stayed, because something about his words felt true. Jesus didn't promise an easy life. He promised peace in the middle of hardship, purpose in the middle of confusion, hope that did not depend on circumstances. As he sat among the people, he showed them a different way to live, a way shaped by love, by patience, by trust in God rather than fear of the future. And that invitation still stands. If you feel tired, Jesus understands. If you feel uncertain, he welcomes questions. If you feel unworthy, he never required perfection. Jesus still sits where people can hear him, and he still speaks to those willing to listen. Take a moment, breathe, and remember, you were never meant to walk alone.